I mean, it was. I remember because obviously we had the 3 events back to back, right? We had the Antwerp Esports Festival was it AEF into
Tex.
It was, yeah, and then into I-34 or 5, whichever the big summer one was. Yeah, and then obviously we were going into that, and legit, there was probably about 15 teams that could have won it, like each event, because the top teams were so balanced at the time, and it showed through the 3 different events. Like that was the tour that everyone did. It was probably still to this day one of my most memorable esports moments of like that little tour going around the community, etc. But Stu, we are about to go live. Here we go. Game round 1, and it is going to be straight into it. Let's see if Misa, I'm watching at the moment. Stevie, oh well, there you go. Who do we expect to kick it off? Stevie gets the first shot.
Yeah, great pick from Stevie onto qLimAxzU, who was just a little slow climbing into position to try and get that snipe across the bomb site. Can't do it, and now there's no eyes. There's no eyes on that side for them to scout. And I'm on board with Stevie, who's happily gone walkies to see what he can find. Davy's got picked off, and we've lost 2 Belgians in a second as Myles and Miracle claim the lives, and now lots of opportunities for them to take control. Phantasy racing across that bomb site, gets picked up from behind at the hands of LINQAN. Cozje comes up onto Miracle, and now it's just Myles up against 2. Yazzy still alive. B bomb site is smoked out, but no signs. And where is Myles going, Lee?
Go get another bomb. They left it back at the spawn. Cover that one off. So he's got his bomb. Okay, so now do Yazzy and Cozje decide to split? Oh, they have. I'll tell you what. Mace has got one just ahead of him. I'm not sure if he's going to be expecting it. He's got to move because the bomb, you can hear it ticking 30 seconds. Got to get that plant down. Just tucked in the corner like a true camper. Yazzy strikes and picks up the first round.
Yeah, nice play. And round 1, I mean, to be honest, they looked strong, did Team Stevie. But then they kind of got caught in rotation without any awareness for where their opponents might then be, which I think is just a little bit of rustiness.
I think it's safe to say there's rustiness. Like I say, there has been a few tournaments. Rivve's just got a triple, a double with the nade. Davy goes down as well. Those stop nades absolutely working wonders, and you've got to feel this is going to be evening things up. Rivve gets another. Can he get the ace? Cozje is the last man he's looking for. He's all on his own, and he will. It's an ace in round 2. That is how you start things off.
Yeah. Well, what I love is that you know that a lot of these players are still very competitive. Like if you're on comms with Stevie or Fantasy on a last round, they're gonna get pissed off. That's just natural to them. Like they're so used to winning that. You know, this is going to be all action, and it's going to mean something regardless of the fact that it's a mixed match. Picked up there, Cozje raced forward to get the frag onto Miracle, but then Myles equaled him out. Davy trades as we go frag for frag over on the top of that B bomb site. Phantasy onto Rivve, gets himself frag number 1, and now is tagging up someone coming out of the cafe, but it will sit down and hold that A site with 3-on-2 in favor of Team Stevie. qLimAxzU and LINQAN holding the fort.
The banters. Oh dear, the banter. Oh my word, that was dirty, qLimAxzU. Did you see that nade? Up and over. Caught him perfectly. Davy, the last man standing now. And he just said, you kill me again, I'm going to make an alliance character just to gank you. That was nice from Davy. Makes it a 1-on-1. qLimAxzU, where are you? He's over at the statue. Whereas Davy is coming through. He's well aware. qLimAxzU does not have the bomb. He's going to have to go back and get that bomb. It's out on the street at the moment. He's going to have to creep back. I have just pulled the mic back, ladies and gentlemen, so hopefully I'm a little bit quieter than an outpowering Stu. The headshot comes in, but it wasn't quite a clean connection. How did he survive that? qLimAxzU goes clutch and takes Davy down.
Nice, big round there, and it's kind of, that's the beauty of COD 4, is, you know, when you take away stuff like the money system, which, don't get me wrong, love in CS, but it makes every round winnable, it makes every opportunity a level playing field, which means that you get what we have right now, which is rounds exchanging one after another. I'm on board with qLimAxzU as he looks across that A site now, and it's picked off by yazzy. qLimAxzU having no luck over in the cafe as he tries to get there. It's 3 rounds he's gone down early. And Myles is the person trying to avenge, but to no avail. He's given the clear for Miracle to move in, but they have one player just right by those A bins who they can't see, they can't find out who it is, and it's LINQAN. LINQAN picks up the frag onto Stevy. Sorry, other way around. So now popping his head out is going to be Phantasy. Phantasy dropped by Myles, and it's all opened up as cozje goes down, and it is 3-1. Nice move into that A site.
Some big rounds coming out here for some big players. I was watching LINQAN then, and it reminded me of, oh, God, who was the EG man? He used to twitch like crazy. You never used to be able to spectate.
Rob Wiz.
No, not Rob Wiz, not Robbie Wiz. I will remember his name. I'm sure the chat might remember him, but he used to be like really twitchy to watch. Impossible to watch, but qLimAxzU has managed to land the shot that he needed to. Stevy and cozje are going to have to go huge. cozje with a pistol, not able to land it with that D. Tries a couple of shots through the smoke, the SMG, but not going to work out. Has to back away. Stevy trying to cover off statue, but there's so much cover in there. Switches over to an AK. Goes for the nade onto bomb site. Lines it up. The nade lands and the shot. Absolutely fantastic. Down to a 2-on-2. Miracle and qLimAxzU. Miracle holding steady, though. The plant comes in from qLimAxzU. Miracle not in the position you'd expect. He's off covering the street, and he catches Stevy off guard. That's exactly what he needed. cozje has the information now. He's got someone to his left, one to his right. He's going to try and go for Miracle. Can't find it. Miracle lands it. It's 4-1. And the Swedes, I don't know what we can call them. Team qLimAxzU. We'll go with that. They're pulling away.
What I liked there, Lee, was after Stevie landed that double kill, clear evolution in your shoutcasting over the past 10 years. You clicked.
Click of the
I heard that. I heard that.
I was excited about that.
Up on board with Miracle as he makes his way looking down towards B. Yazzy gets the explosion kill onto rivve, but Miracle's going a long way unchecked. Walks into Phantasy, says hello, takes the kill, and now that B bomb site is wide open, and Miracle is expecting some form of a rotation, some form of movement that he can just help himself to the frags on. And it is Stevy who's the man looking for him. Stevy versus Miracle. Stevy, I don't think, has a darndest idea where he is. Lines up the scope and is looking across. Miracle's actually to his left, I think. No, he is to the right. So he's going to poke his head out right now. Stevy lined up with that pistol. Where does he see him? He's pulling away, and now Stevie will get the frag. Miracle down. Stevie has flanked them out and cleared and can give the all clear to the B bomb site as the push comes in elsewhere. There is LINQAN getting picked off by Yazzy, and the second for him coming out of the cafe, and Yazzy plants his flag on the A bomb site. He is the last man standing, though. Sorry, no, he's not at all.
They're miles away. They're miles away. He's planting. He's planting it on B. They're completely on the other side of A. So myzz has snuck in there and completely caught him off guard. With yazzy and cozje, they're going to have to double team it here. Myles is, he's done this. His old past of Yo-Yo Tech, the classic name. You don't get names like that these days in esports.
No, you don't. And thank God that you don't either. But he has the bomb, and he's in a beautiful 1v2 here. First player comes into the bomb site. He had to hit that shot. He didn't. Follows up with a kill on yazzy. Now can he claim it? No, cozje was prone, and the two of them played it well. He really had to land that first jumping hit. And will follow. cozje will get the defuse, and that will be 4-2.
All right, so finally they get themselves a point back on the board after a dismal 4-round unanswered. Let's see if there's any sort of answer. That was the first time they've really tried to hit B, though. They've been dominating over at A side, so I expect them probably to return straight back there. Phantasy hasn't really shown much in this. Again, stop nades going out, doing what they can. And this time, a slower round. Just a try and get a pick. qLimAxzU with the scope, trying to see if he can find something. LINQAN looking down the street. He's starting to make his way in statue as they all work their way in towards this A site. But as I say, they didn't have that fast early approach, and that's given Stevie's team a chance to set up.
Whoa. Yazzy assassinated in the middle of that site. rivve comes in, picks off Davy. We're down to just 3 players left standing, and as that A assault nears, oh, big nade from Stevie. That claws their way back in. Miracle down, and I think he got a tag as well. So the opportunity's there. qLimAxzU is dropped. Davy follows suit though for the other side as Myles levels it up. Both cozje and Stevie have eyes on someone. It's rivve, and he's picked off, and we are left at 2 versus 2 as bomb goes down from Myles. Lee, take us home.
Yeah, cozje going to try and come in for this one, but he gets caught instantly. It's all down to Stevie now. What can he do? A 2v1 clutch versus LINQAN and Maes. This is nigh on impossible. 30 seconds to go. Looking for a one. Finds him. Gets Maes down. Looking for LINQAN. Where is he? He's right on the statue. Coming right up behind him. Stevie might have to stick this one. He's going to run it down. 19 seconds. Still plenty of time. LINQAN gives his position away. And now he's lost the track of Stevie. Stevie hopping around with the deagle. Didn't land the shot. And LINQAN does with the SMG. And there, right on topic, a bit of teabagging in Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, wow. I think we should start a franchise league just so we can see that happening. I mean, fantastic player. That's kind of what you love about this game. It comes right down to a duel for the bomb at the end, and every round is like that. No nades land at the start of this, the 8th round, as Stevie gets picked by a sniper, and it'll be phantasy, who has gone a long way out into those streets before the A site. Covered by some smoke, will get nowhere. Switching over, rivve has himself a frag onto one. Miracle drop by cozje, and we're looking as a 3-on-4 as rivve managed to stay alive.
LINQAN having a little peek over the wall. Wasn't really sure where that was coming from. Here we go. Nade towards Stevie. Maybe try and catch him out. Doesn't land, it seems. qLimAxzU took a big hit, though, from somewhere. Switching over, looking at cozje. It's cozje that they're worried about at the moment on the street. That's where LINQAN and qLimAxzU have been looking at.
Explosives planted.
Deagle play, but a 4-on-2 with the bomb plants in, and he got the cross on street. Stevie down, and cozje, not a lot he can do about that one. 6-2, a really strong start for qLimAxzU's team here.
Yeah, and a bit worrying. You need to see a few more defensive rounds go up, and there's definitely a little, I mean, and it's to be expected for a game like this, but Team Stevie, they seem a little out of step with one another. As the nade drops onto cozje, making life even harder for Team Stevie.
I think that's been a big part of it. There's a lot of the start rounds. I mean, it's always that classic Call of Duty 4 Pro mod was the nades, and they are eating a nade at the start of every round. But that is a good return frag from, I think it was Phantasy that was in the side there, making it a 3-on-2 advantage. Big chance here. qLimAxzU now the last man standing as. Speaking of nades, so Stevie holding on to his nade, not using it at the start, not getting those big stop nades to slow them down going into the A site. So preferring to hold back with it and not catch them on the street. But now qLimAxzU, he's got to go huge here. That's Stevie. That was a nice flick shot. Davy and Phantasy, 2 legends in their own right across multiple titles. And qLimAxzU is going looking. Can he see them down the street? Davy's holding angle. At the backside towards A. Phantasy is staring at a wall, just listening, waiting for something. qLimAxzU is going to see Davy first as he gets... Oh, he got a glimpse of the head, but he couldn't land the shot. And Phantasy, who was just waiting, does strike, and they get themselves an important round back.
Yeah, and the defenders played that perfectly. They knew vaguely where he was, and they could afford to just wait and draw him out. And used the 2v1 perfectly there. And an important round for the defense to just bring us back to a little more of a closer scoreline for them to then pick up on their defensive side. As we're on board with Miracle, who's again trying to get qLimAxzU into position. With LINQAN and Miracle coming out of the cafe in A, with qLimAxzU covering with a sniper, they're going to charge on into that site. Stevie has been dropped by qLimAxzU, who this time has the better of it. We're going to lose another man, and the defense are falling, wilting away. It's Phantasy and cozje up against 5. And 2 guns down. Phantasy has finished off the grenade, locked him in behind that bomb. He did pick off one, but it's cozje who's the last man standing. Makes his way out from behind on that A cafe and will get 1 frag before he is put to sleep. 7-3, 10 rounds down.
A big start, rivve obviously dominating at the moment, the 14 frags. Stevie though with the 10, but he's been losing out in that duel to qLimAxzU in the last few rounds, which has cost them a little bit. I've been kind of keeping my eye on it. Stevie this time trying to cover off the B approach. Now, that hasn't been successful. And, oh, Phantasy and Davy catching rivve and Miracle both down street there. Big chance for the defensive team of Stevie to set something up.
Nades over, and it's just qLimAxzU left standing. He's lost all of his buddies, and he's stuck in that cafe position. He's basically said every round he's going to sit at cafe. And he's been left alone this time, gets himself the first kill onto Fantasy, but he's only got the 4 players to finish off with the remaining minute that he's got left on. I tell you what, if he did pull this off, that would be one for the memory books, but he's not going to. Yazzy, Stevie's younger brother, finishes off the job.
Important rounds, 2 back-to-back for the defense, starting to bring the score back a little bit as we slowly approach half-time. Now, let's see where this one's going to go. qLimAxzU sees Davy mid-air. Quick flick shot. It's a B push this time around. It's going to be a quick early move for qLimAxzU. He's looking for more down the street. Can he see Stevy? That's what he's looking for. Looking around that B bomb site. Stevy has gone down to Miracle, so already the defense once again in trouble. We might be looking at an 8-4 here, but LINQAN's gone down. Phantasy has woken up, I feel, in the last couple of rounds. And now, with cozje and Fantasy both covering this B site, that's the approach they want. They may have to adjust.
Yeah, I think Fantasy's remembered that he's not playing Battalion, and now is in COD 4 mode. We're 3-on-4. Opportunity for Team Stevie here, albeit without their talisman. Miracle I'm on board with as he hears someone jumping around by B, but isn't entirely sure where. Makes his way through the house. Fantasy picks himself up the kill into qLimAxzU with 3 versus 3. Miracle knows there's someone at B, and he is hunting, and he can hear him, and has... Oh, he's right behind him now. Closes in for the kill, and it'll be cozje that's down, and Miracle did not make a sound. Is there frag number 2 coming here as well? He'll jump his way back down from spawn, drops down with the 180 kill onto Yazzy. Great play, Miracle. Just played to the sounds, and that leaves Fantasy all alone at the end of this round.
Yeah, he's got a near impossible task. They did well to bring it from a 5-on-3 back to a 3-on-3, but that was some stealthy stuff, wasn't it? Caught him in the back, 8-4. A great first half performance overall as we switch over. And, well, let's see what Stevie's team can do on the attack. They're going to have a big performance here to try and draw this level.
Yeah, I feel Stevie was hot. And I think if he's on point with that sniper again in the second half, then there's a real opportunity for them to claw this back. But who knows what map balance really is in a mix in COD 4 these days? I certainly don't.
Well, for me, it was all about the nades early on. qLimAxzU, his team were so strong with them, so I want to see whether Stevie's boys can do it. rivve was hot on the nades. I'm seeing LINQAN and rivve tossing them both out. The smoke's down street. Nothing connects early on. qLimAxzU hopping on through. There's a nade going out, trying to catch them down the street. Still nobody getting any tag, not even a tag from any of that, so not even a sniff. So Miracle's going aggressive. Get him to Cafe. Tucking himself in. Fancy on the street. He's the one that finds the first kill. Gets rivve down. That's exactly what he needed. And now it's going to be a slow, steady approach. I feel like it's a feeling out approach in the first round of their attack.
Yeah, and it wasn't paying dividends, but they do then get themselves a frag onto Yazzy as Stevie lies in wait. Fantasy has himself a kill onto LINQAN. We're on 4 versus 2. Miracle going to need to pull off one for his name. As you see, Davy's gone a long way around the back as he and that bomb are going to finally make a commitment. Davy lacks commitment, some might say. Did he go A? Did he go B? No, he's like, you know what, finally, I'm going to think about going to the B-bomb site. Let's do it. It's just Miracle left, 1v4, but he's not giving up, Lee.
That was a smoking shot. I mean, he was tracking him the whole way down, just hopped up and caught him, but unfortunately for him, Fantasy was hot that round. Got about 3 or 4, I think, in around that. So, like I say, he's waking up. He's starting to wake up. 13 kills, leading fragger for the team now. Whereas very even, by the way, for qLimAxzU's team. 10 kills all across the board at the moment by a number of players. qLimAxzU not finding anything in street. He found his teammate. That's not what he wanted. He literally tracked it and shot him. And like even I saw that was his teammate. But there we go. In the heat of the moment, you never know. But LINQAN has done the job for him, luckily. And now he's looking for more. Fantasy guns him down, though. And now qLimAxzU is the last man standing. And this is a nice comeback for Stevie's team.
Yeah, 8 rounds on defense doesn't look like it was anywhere near enough for Team qLimAxzU, as the first 2 go the way of Team Almost Belgium. And this is a big moment. If we don't see qLimAxz and Co. put something on the board here, they're in a world of trouble. Let's start with that and qLimAxz, as he is going to try and lead by example, rattling off a few sniper shots from afar, but nothing doing. Smokes ahoy, and he takes a tag from someone on the top of that house, and now is looking across, sees someone trying to make the run over towards A, but he was always tracking behind him, never going to land that. And Stevie, his opposite number, has the frag onto Miracle, but does lose cozje for his trouble.
LINQAN hit up pretty heavily, tagged through the wall, just hoping that they miss this time down the street. So he's going to back away, but Stevie's pushed up, catches him straight in the back there. Former teammates, of course, back in the fnatic days. qLimAxz with the nade. No, Stevie's coming. Trying to hold down and slow up the team, give everybody else a position. rivve's been holding this statue for the entire time and catches one off guard. Phantasy goes down. Stevie quickly responds though as qLimAxz gets picked off. Stevie strikes again. And now it's all on myzz. Where and what can he do? He gets a tag, but not the frag. Down the street there. Looking across towards A site, just trying to hold them at bay. But with the bomb plant coming in from Davy, this is looking like another chance here for Stevie's team to collect a round. Myles up with it all to do.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. Coming from spawn, will make his way, I think, through Cafe, but time is against him. Down to just 30 seconds, he makes his way into Cafe, and Stevie and Davy are just waiting for him. Arms open, come to Papa. Davy is looking straight into Cafe, where Maes is, and Stevie's to the right, out of sight. But certainly not out of mind. It'll be Stevie who gets the frag. That's 4 for Stevie that round. At halftime, I said Stevie was looking hot, but now it's getting a little more awkward than that. It's somewhere between hot and sexy. I'm having awkward feelings. That's how good Stevie's looking at the moment.
Well, it was qLimAxz hitting everything, and again, he just missed the cross shot. Just watched him there, missed the cross shot. rivve with the nade though, slows Davy down. cozje picks one up as well. So this could be a big comeback here. cozje, though, quickly turns it round, and Stevie lands the shot, and just like that, when you thought the defense was going to get around, qLimAxz and LINQAN is all that's left. They're going hunting for them. LINQAN stays steady. qLimAxz popping off shots, hoping he can find something. That cross shot, so important that he missed early on. Just got to bide his time. yazzy has the bomb. It's going to be an A plant if he can get there, or is he going to pull all the way around to B? He's got time, 50 seconds. Yeah, it is. He's going to pull it all the way around the spawn. Over to that B site. qLimAxz gets cozje down, and suddenly there's pause for thought. What was a great start is kind of going wrong, Stu.
Yeah, that's the beauty of COD 4. No round is given. Every round has to be taken. Sniper shots rattling off from afar. The bomb is with yazzy as he makes his way straight into A. He has Stevie for company. Stevie trying to look across. LINQAN is an eye on B. Doesn't know what's coming A. He can hear Stevie, though. Where is it LINQAN? He can see it. No, it's his teammate he can hear. The two of them have made the crossover there into that A site. Sniper shot rattles off. You assume that they both know they're there. LINQAN's going to come in through the main entrance. His first eyes will be to the left down towards that fountain. That's where I think Stevie is, but LINQAN spies the silhouette of someone hiding on the right. Can just see the corner of his gun. Fires off, tags him. Second player doesn't move as he waits for him. Where is LINQAN's backup? He needs qLimAxz, and qLimAxz is eyes on with that scope, but the smoke will cover him. Shots being fired off. qLimAxz rattles his way in towards the site. There's a player down, like Stevie, down by the fountain. But before I can finish that sentence, the frag is done, and it is 8-8, 4 straight rounds on offense.
Brothers in arms, indeed, there. The brothers going to work it out. yazzy and Stevie, some fantastic stuff. Stevie's headshot, oh my word, he was hit up, blipped up so much, tagged down, and then just a quick spin flick, and he lands the shot. Oh, that's an easy one for LINQAN. Sees Davy, caught him down the street there. This is a good start for defense once again. Now, can they make it work for them? Because it's all tied 8-8. The bomb with yazzy. Again, it's another A approach, but this time he has a strong defense in front of him around the statue. One tucked in the corner. yazzy trying to slowly make the approach. It's going to be from the street. There's going to be the angle that they could try and work it as Stevie gets rivve down. That's what they were looking for. Now, it's all square. Miracle sees yazzy. That's going to stop him dead. That's the bomb down. Loose in the calf.
And it is Miracle who will Jasko chasing to make sure no one gets to it. He does get tagged as a slither of damage to Fantasy, but Fantasy certainly scares him off. Fantasy has picked up that bomb and now is moving it back towards the main A entrance, where Stevy on the other side of the map is pistoling down Myles. Stevy helps himself to another frag. It's LINQAN that goes down, and while Fantasy will walk that bomb into the B site with the clock slowly beginning to tick, it'll be 2-on-1. Stevy, can he complete the hat trick? No. Heavily tagged by Miracle, who is pushing them both back into a defensive position, but will get no further than Fantasy. 5 straight rounds, and I'll tell you what, Lee, I feel like when we talk about Stevy, he hasn't aged a day, and we're back in kind of 2008, 2009 time.
And this is scary, right? Because we were talking to him before the game, and it's like, no, I don't really play games anymore. I had a little go at Call of Duty lately, but that's about it, really. It's just like, what? What wasted talent this man could be. He could be smashing heads in Counter-Strike or, I don't know, whatever esports. I guess he picks his mind out that he can just come straight back into the server and top frag just like that. It's pretty scary, honestly. A natural talent. But at the moment, his team are down 1 with Fantasy picked off. But that even things up as Misa goes down. LINQAN looking, takes a peek and streak. He might be able to catch them all in the back here. Gets around the side, gets Davy down, gets the second as well. Yazzy picked off, and that's a big problem for Stevy and cozje.
Yeah, the two of them getting chased down. qLimAxzU is going to finally get himself back on the board, and Stevy is left alone. But a lone Stevy is something to be afraid of as he goes looking for qLimAxzU, who his opposite number will get the better of him. And that will be the first round on defense for Team qLimAxzU. And, well, we have 6 to go. It's 9-9, and the opportunity now for a tense finish.
qLimAxzU holding the angle, nothing showing for him. Let's see. Miracle down the nades. We were talking about the nades, how big a part they can play, but it's quickly evened up as Fantasy goes down. That's a problem for Stevy's team. He's been really hot the last couple of rounds. LINQAN will get cozje as well. And now qLimAxzU goes aggressive into the statue smoke. Looks for the SMG. Finds it. Looks for one. It's Yazzy. I think you can see. It's Davy gets down. And now Stevy is the last man in a 2v1. They're going hunting for him. They're going to come around the backside of him. I don't think he's aware. Has one ahead of him. Bang. Down he goes. And finally, the rounds start to clock up for qLimAxzU's team. It took a while for them to settle in defense, I feel.
Yeah, it's taken them almost all of the half, but they've got 2 in a row now, and magic number is 13, of which they're just 3 away. Isn't maths fun? As Fantasy will be the one. qLimAxzU opens up the killing. He's the one. He has to continue this route of being the first killer. If he does that, it changes the dynamic of the round. And Fantasy leads up from that A house, looking straight down across. Got half health on a bunch of Team Stevy, and they have eyes on them. They have absolute knowledge to the attacking team as to where at least 2, maybe 3 of the defenders are. Davy, though, levels the score. LINQAN down 4-on-4.
Yeah, and they know that he's down the street. They can't quite catch a glimpse of him. Fantasy's been trying. Finally makes it count. That's qLimAxzU down. That was the big man that was slowing everything for them. The team captain spins around, sees another. Davy's picked off by rivve, though, but it's rivve behind the wall, trying to wallbang as best he can, but it's not going to work there. Miracle gets Yazzy down as well. Stevy sitting in the caf, having a cup of coffee, waiting to get involved in this game as Fantasy's been trying to hold them off the entire game. Now goes hunting around the statue. He's got one ahead of him, sees him, takes him. Miracle down, 2-on-2. It's going to be over to Fantasy now, but he's caught out by rivve. He knew he was there the whole time. Just pops around. rivve delivers. He is hot at the moment. 23 kills and counting.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there. Fantasy took up such a great position. He was such a thorn in the offensive side. But as you say, just got maybe, I don't know, impatient or something. Didn't need to really get as aggressive on that push. And now we'll get 3 straight rounds for Team qLimAxzU, but they do lose their opening player. rivve, Caster's Curse, is picked off by the nade as Stevy levels up the score with myzz going down on the end of that sniper. So let's see, we're a man to the good for Team Stevy as the bomb is slowly moving around. But after those opening nades and opening salvo, things have slowed down to a snail's pace.
Yeah, just calm down a little bit. Stevie caught the long shot down towards B split. Didn't decide to stick with it. It looks going to be another A push, it seems, as Davy goes down. The Belgians delivering, flashed up. Stevie has no clue where it's coming from, but gets the deagle in Lincoln's face. How on earth? qLimAxzU finally answers with a shot down streak, but that was some impressive deagle work. Sort of hit and hope, literally going off your hearing as best you can when you're completely blinded and deafened. Yazzy up and over. They have the bomb. They're on the move. Fancy is going to pick it up. I was about to say, is he going to leave it? No, goes in for the statue. Yazzy finds one, but Miracle gets him down. It's a quickly answered. It's a one-on-one. qLimAxzU versus Fantasy.
As qLimAxzU misses that first scope shot, Fantasy is going to make his way straight into that site. Bomb is planted. And we are in a beautiful post-plant 1v1. The scope is out from qLimAxzU as he spies Fantasy. Fantasy had him locked on, jumps away, and will hide down, calls him out. Good play from Fantasy. He chased the sniper. He knew that he had the range on his side if he got up close, and picks up an important round for Team Stevie.
Oh, I've missed the bindings that used to come out in this game. It's great. I've been enjoying seeing them every single round. But here we go again. qLimAxzU, can he hit one of those cross shots? Doesn't see anything, thinks, okay, it may well be a B split because he had good eyes on A early on. But cozje does get Myles down. So now they're going to look over that way. Miracle's going very aggressive, thinking of maybe pushing out of statue, not going to go into street. So holds himself up, Fancy holding position. It's a slower start this time, but LINQAN again comes out, strikes, gets himself one down. And we are all square. A much slower approach to the round. I feel like there's a little bit of tension starting to develop here.
Yeah, this is turned into a great game, as it tends to with Call of Duty 4, as Yazzy picks himself up the kill on Miracle. Stevie trades, rivve goes down, his opposite fnatic number, but Team Stevie 4-on-2 and should look to close this one out. LINQAN's taking heavy tagging and does go down fighting. Stevie's picked off. This was there to be won for them. Bomb picked up by Fantasy. He'll move in now through that A cafe and is waiting for the all clear from Davy. Davy gives it because LINQAN is down, and now it is qLimAxzU 1-on-3, and this is a problem as they know exactly where he is at those bins. At least I think they do, and he is exactly there waiting for Yazzy. Second kill, Fantasy. Oh, qLimAxzU rolling back the years. 1v1, bomb knocked down now. Davy is in a lot of trouble. He has 16 seconds. He must find qLimAxzU as he makes his way across towards that A site. qLimAxzU waiting, spots him, kills him, and that is 10-12, and that was a round that qLimAxzU had no right to win.
Yeah, that was a big performance. Held the angle as well perfectly. And manages to catch him down. So, qLimAxzU, how's he going to adjust on this one? Looks like he's going to try and cover off the B snipe, but Stevie's there. Quick and early, getting rivve down. qLimAxzU was a little too slow to get in position there. You can see he was trying to set up for it, but Stevie was fast. Obviously got the good spawn at the start there. LINQAN just trying to hold back as they push on in. qLimAxzU gets cozje down. And now I'm just wondering whether qLimAxzU can make a difference, just like he did in the previous round. It's all square 2-2.
Fantasy and Davy are the two that are going to have to move this bomb in. Fantasy just by the bins. He hears someone, but he knows it. There it is. It's LINQAN, and LINQAN, I don't think had any idea Fantasy there. And that leaves qLimAxzU again 1v2. Can he carry his team to victory? He is looking for Davy coming out the back. Coming out the front of Cafe. So Davy is in fact going out the back. And so they're going to move it around on the streets. Now let's see. qLimAxzU is distracted by that smoke, but he should be focusing on Davy. He can see them both together. He's in a whole lot of trouble. They're heavily tagged up, but they pull it back. We're going down to the last round, and COD 4 delivers straight out of the box with a cracking first map.
Did we expect anything else? The veterans all still delivering. We were a little worried at 8-4 in the first half. Thought, okay, this could be a one-sided show, but this is looking like it's a pretty even affair. Davy checking down the street, doesn't find anything. He's going to go up high. Yazzy with the bomb. Is he going to go quick and early? It has been much slower attacking rounds for Stevie's team. They've not been as quick as pace and quick as getting into the statue. Stevie lands another absolute banger on Maes there. And now he's going to line up the nade and try and clear out the approach into statue. Who's in statue? Fantasy's ready. Everybody's ready. It's going to be a full pile in. There's one man holding the angle at the moment inside. I can see Rivers tucked in. But is it going to be a fake? I think it is. It's a fake. Is it, Davy? They're looking for him. They're going for it. Rivers going to be the man. Where's he going to be? Phantasy is trying to get him through the wall, but he gets shot in the back and taken down in quickly. Just like that, it's a 2-on-2.
Yeah, rivve going to follow up onto Davy and move down to 2 versus 1. Stevy, last man standing, picked off by rivve, and rivve with the double kill to win the map for Team qLimAxzU, who had to come back. They were out of form and they had to